we received about 500 investment opportunities. We looked at 87, we looked in detail at 13, and we offered terms to 3. The rise of managed accounts poses an interesting question. If all you're doing is managed accounts, what is your flagship?
I sincerely believe that if you're setting out, you really need to sit out and think about your personal roles and responsibilities, the roles and responsibilities of the individuals within what is going to be the advisor manager, the advisor fund manager, the offshore manager, its oversight, and also the role of what I would call the independent directors, who have a very important role in looking after the role of the investor in the whole process.
Being a director of a fund is becoming more and more onerous, also more and more interesting, I think. But it's not to be undertaken as lightly as perhaps it could be a few years ago, with the development in the regulatory environment, the fiduciary responsibilities that directors of funds hold have become more burdensome and more complicated.
What's happened now, I would say, for some of you in the room, be prepared for the fact that the fund is simply a way to establish the track record. You may put 5 million, 10 million, it doesn't matter what the number, we can talk that over the proverbial glass of wine, as it were. But what is critical is that do not be surprised if the first piece of business that then you get is a separate account.
We decided to come up with a list of must-haves. We always perform background checks on the key individuals, but, and those background checks need to come back clean, and we want to see what we call the corporate culture of integrity. Second thing is we want to be able to independently verify the location and the existence of the assets. We also demand to see valuation policies. 4, we want to see independent controls, and we want to see good segregation of duties. Your portfolio manager cannot value your book, that's a given. But risk management and compliance should also be included. Last but not least, we are strong believers that when you invest in a fund, you also invest in the management company. So the fund is supported by an investment management company, and actually the employees of the investment management company